Thank you very much, Mr. Chair and members of the committee for the chance to testify on Building Star. And I want to thank the Rebuilding America Coalition, now more than 60 manufacturers strong. I'll submit the list for the record if that would be suitable. But manufacturers, contractor groups, financial service companies, efficiency advocates, and so on and so forth. So many people are touched by seeking energy efficiency in our buildings. As the Chair noted, buildings are approximately 40% of our energy use. Half of that is in residential side and half is on the building side. So these twins programs here are going forward to tackle and capitalize on the opportunities in both locations. The types of work that would be done are envelope insulation, mechanical insulation, windows, window films, doors, HVAC equipment, chillers, water heaters, boilers, variable speed drives for motors, which can be very much enhance energy efficiency, energy audits, commissioning, energy management and monitoring in larger buildings. So much can be done to be smart with energy, and being smart on energy is smart for our economy. The type of impact we're talking about is, in parallel, 150,000 jobs on the residential side, 150,000 jobs on the commercial side. We would be leveraging on the commercial buildings an $18 billion private sector investment. The energy saved would equal 33 300 megawatt power plants. I think that's a phenomenal number, 33 300 megawatt power plants. And the emissions saved would be equal to the emissions of 4 million cars. And that's commercial side, very parallel to the residential side. Some of the things I want to highlight, one is the impact on small business. More than 90% of the construction firms employ fewer than 20 people, and more than 60% of the manufacturers that create the materials and equipment for retrofits employ fewer than 20 people. So these are key small businesses scattered throughout our communities across this nation. And because commercial buildings are found everywhere, even in smaller towns, we are talking about something that impacts both urban and rural economies, which is, I think, something very valuable in this effort to take on the challenge to our current economy. Also want to note that the savings to small businesses really mount up. One modeling exercise estimates that if a restaurant cuts its energy costs by 20%, its profits rise by 30%, because energy is a very significant factor in the pro forma for our small businesses. The structure is both rebates, upfront discounts, totaling up to 30% of the cost, and then low-cost financing. And these two things work in parallel. The low-cost financing will stretch our tax dollars further, get more bang for the buck in terms of job creations and actual projects and energy savings. Then I'd like to touch on a piece of this, including the fact that the vision is to take advantage of structures that are already in place, community bank lending, state programs, city programs, county programs. Take advantage of on-bill financing. One of those is the PACE program, which is a property-assessed clean energy program, so that people, or in this case businesses, can actually have the loan paid through their property bills, making it convenient. That convenience has come back to us as a key factor in helping people overcome that upfront hurdle. Two factors: one, the upfront costs, and the rebates and the low-cost lending address that upfront cost, and then the convenience factor. And so I think both are important and very parallel to the residential side. So I just want to conclude by saying, thank you, Senator Stabenow, for being a co-sponsor to the bill, and encourage other folks to get involved. I think this is very much the type of smart effort that could be bipartisan, bicameral effort to put people back to work, to save energy, and to be good stewards of our environment. Thank you, Mr. Chair.